Deb here. I'm here to do just a little collage mixed media play with leftovers from the piece that I did for week 17 Deck the Year. I used the front of the card Penny sent me for another project, which you'll see next Thursday, the 24th, so stay tuned for that. But this is the inside of the card, and you'll see I cut the front down a little bit. So I'm actually going to cover the written part um, with this. These are pieces out of my university newsletter magazine thing that had plant materials and stuff. So this actually was part of a MLK, Martin Luther King page layout they had. Um, this is the L, which the sticker I'm going to use, this is going to be mostly covered, but I think. But yeah, that's what it was for, the L in Martin Luther King. And I have a word sticker that says life. Let me trim this a little bit because it's uneven there. Not that I can get it straight, but maybe it won't have that little nibby thing there sticking out. And this was from the bottom of the tulips. I showed that in my video from the 17th. I don't know. I just felt like doing this and, you know, getting some of the pieces out of here. Instead of laying loose, falling on the floor, whatever. I have too much stuff. That's just a given. I have too much. I'm leaving this little flap on here because I'm thinking I might use this like a tip in a journal. So, you know, you glue that down or washi tape it down or both. And yeah, so let me trim this off too. I might have to ink around some of these edges. I might have to add more glue on that piece because it's not sticking all the way onto the card. I might not have gone all the way to the edge with the glue. And I have a little sticking off the bottom. All good. It's just a simple, yeah, simple collage. Sorry, Penny, for covering up your writing. But wait till you see the piece I did for Deck the Year next week with the front of the card. I love it. And I'm hesitant to make you wait, but we're going to. Anyway, I thought I'd share this process with you. So next up, oh, I have this tree. I might have to put some ribbon down there because that's part of the university. This is part of the cover too. And yes, I know there's that there. So I'm going to cut off the building over here. And I might make that not such a, okay, that'll cut off too. That'll work. I feel like maybe I could have this under here. Do I want the yellow showing or more green? This will be covered too. I think I'll leave the yellow show for now, but this is going to come over here. So that'll cover some of it. And then I have this piece, which is going to go here. Looks like, well, we might just have to put something there. And then Penny's little drawing will go down here. Yeah, I feel like I maybe want the green in there. Not sure I love the yellow sticking through there, showing through there. If it was blue, I might be okay with it. All right, let's just glue this down. I can cover it with a flower or something, or, yeah, I don't know yet. All right, now let's get the tree down. So this is sort of winging it a little bit. I cut out some of these pieces the other day, and I'm trying to fit them to this. It's not on an index card, it's just on her card front size, which was probably 4.5 by, no, 4.25 by 5.5, typical A2. And let's trim that off. These shiny pages, if you're going to stamp, you have to stamp on paper and put it over it or something, because I tried that yesterday, Thursday, and yeah, that didn't exactly, it's shiny. So this, unless you could use like stays on ink or something, pigment ink, and that would work, but regular inks don't dry on this shiny paper. I do have stays on. I could do that. I don't know if I want to. And where's my, this is one of the buildings at my university, which is in a neighboring town near me, Westchester University. I actually have a university right across the street from me. It is a Catholic university called Immaculata. When I actually took a few classes there right out of high school in the evenings, and um, it's really nice. But back then it was Immaculata College, and it was an all-girls college. But it is now co-ed, has been for several years, and they built athletic fields like ball fields and a track and stuff with a stadium when they went co-ed. And so it does get a little noisy sometimes. They have graduation in that stadium too, and it's like right across the street from my house. Let me trim this a little bit. It's a little uneven here. Sorry. I don't want to cut much off. I just want to get it a little straighter. Not much. I don't know if I still did. It's like on the edge of the envelope. Maybe I can do it that way. A little better. Yeah. And that's going to go here. And then we'll figure out I have to put, oh, you know what, before I lay that down, let me see if I have sort of any kind of ribbon that would match. A pink would be pretty, huh? I have this Dollar Tree pink. I don't like those straight lines on that building there, but anyway, the edges of the paper, I mean, not the building itself. Oh, I think this is velvety. That's all right. I can never get these off. There we go. Let's pull this up a minute. I think I want to do that and cover up that pink. So let me do that and I'll come back. Well, I might as well bring you along for the ride. I'm using Fabri-Tac, which is kind of, it gets low and you have to, I actually probably ought to store it upside down somehow so that it's always down at the tip. And I know, I'm pretty sure it was Martha Makes Art did a video on how she learned to make it a little thinner when it gets down this low, but I think maybe I'll just store it upside down somehow for now. And then we'll put this down. Washi might have been better because washi would be thinner, right? That's okay. I need my fabric scissors for that. Let me get the glue globs off though and wipe them on a paper towel or something. Okay, may have to give that a minute to dry. That was in the, says satin edge velvet ribbon. You can tell it's Dollar Tree. I think they had this out. I don't remember if it was near the Easter. It doesn't say Easter, but it came out around that time. I think I have it in a white too. Now, let me think about how I'm going to do this. I think what I'll do is I'll bump this up and then I'll have to glue that there, or I can just move it over. That might be better. Yes, let's do that. Let's just move it over slightly. We can tuck it under that one edge. All right, glue that down. Because I don't want to not save Penny's beautiful artwork here. And spring, I was thinking, is like new life, right? This is flowers and new growth, and the mushrooms are new growth. I think they're new to me, so they're new growth to me. Let me move that out of the way. And that, and so now the thing is, I think I'll want to put, I don't like that. I might put a flower or something there. But this life, I think, would go good across here. And I don't know if I want it on a yellow paper or if I just want to go like that. Or I could go here so it fits longer. And I can just cut it right there. Yeah, I like that. And then faith, believe, forever, discover. That would make sense for university, right? But I'm not feeling that right now. So we'll just do what I have there. And I'm not sure what else I want to do with this yet. So let me see. Let me look at the words Penny sent and see if there's anything I want to do. But I might just leave it like that for now and add more to it later. Let's look through these and see. Have faith. Wonderfully you. That could be because it's me. Maybe I'll do that. Or defy everyone and be greatness. Life, defy everyone and be greatness. Or enjoy the little, I use beautifully treasure on the other one. I think I'll use this one. Defy everyone and be greatness. But I trim a little bit. Well, actually that fits pretty good right there. I might just, I found, I was not thinking I still had this, but I have this ticket shaped punch. Maybe I'll use this end. That's over here. And just, oh, you know what? I need to do this. This one. Because I can't hold it right. There we go. There we go. We'll just make it a ticket edge on that side and straight edge on this side. And I think we will ink. I feel like it needs to be trimmed just a little, but I think I'm going to leave it and just ink it. The question is, what color ink do I want to ink it on? Or should I put this on there? No, I think I want to ink it maybe in a pink, or now it looks too short. What did I do? I cut it off too much. Let me, oh, you know what? Let's get this. I can use another piece of this. So let me cut this to put behind there, and that'll be our pink. And let's see, this is about a little over half, about 5/8. So we'll make it about 3/4, just enough to show. And it's a brighter pink, but that's okay. And you know what? I might use that punch again. If it'll, I don't know if it'll punch because it's cardboard now we're dealing with. But let's try it. And maybe we'll use the bigger thing on both ends. Well, I need to see if I'm going to do that. I got to do this end too with the little part, but maybe not take so much off. Oop, there. Oop. Okay. Now, let's see if we can do that. So I'm going to cut this about here because it's going to lop off some in the punch. I was looking for a corner rounder punch that I had in my drawer, and I pulled this one out thinking I had a hold of the rounder, and I thought, oh, I do have this, I don't remember what it was called, Happy Labels, but it kind of looks like tickets a little bit, right? So yeah, I use that. I'm gonna get rid of that little piece. Now let's glue this together. Let me just see. Oh, I think I will like that better. Although it covers up a little bit of the mushroom. But it's good. I like that. Okay. Now this is a little shiny too, and it has white showing, but I am not going to worry about that on the edges. I could ink it with Magenta Madness. You know what? I will do that. Hang on. I have to be careful because, you know, this will move if I touch it like it just did now. A little bit crooked. Okay. I have the Magenta Madness alcohol marker. I don't usually like them for edging, but I'm going to. It absorbs into the cardboard. I might leave it white on the edges of the ticket part because it makes it pop a little bit more there. Okay, and then that will go here. So life, defy everyone, and be greatness. And that makes sense for a university setting, right? I think so. I have no idea what I'm going to use this in, but this will be for me since it's my university, and I'll put it in a journal at some point if I get writing in them again. I feel like I need a little something else. What? Some bling, or I'll be right back. Okay guys, sorry, I decided I don't want to do too much, so I'm going to just use some of these dots, and maybe this pink, I think it goes well with these, and this pale ribbon. And I could put a heart up here near the life, or yeah, maybe up here. And oh, that was this pink. Well, I could use some of both. Maybe this one. I'll use this one since that's the color heart I used. Put one right here. And, you know, we go in threes usually, right? Like there. But I'm probably going to do 5. another medium size one. I feel like I need one in that area there. And maybe up here, maybe right on the top of that little point on that building, right? It looks like a castle, doesn't it? I think it's a church. But, and one more big one. And I usually put them on there, but I think I'm not going to. I think I'm going to put it down here. Oh, but then I got 3 in a row. All right, one more little one, which we'll put over here. And now that's 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus the heart is 7. Okay. Odd numbers. All right, I think I'm going to call that done. Not sure I love the placement of the dots, but oh well. It's just for me to go in a book. And because the back of the card, you know what, let's just cover that part up. It has that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put that Discover from the stickers on the back there, across the Hobby Lobby thing. So let's do that. I'll cover up Hobby Lobby and it'll leave me room to write on the back. Actually, maybe I'll just come over, cut it crooked. Of course I did. And we will put that one up here. The full word. Oh, yeah, I'm okay with that being crooked. And that's still a little crooked there. Okay. And this piece I'm going to chuck. Okay. I think that's it. So that is covered. And that is there. And we have some bling. It's a little wrinkly because it's magazine pages, but I like it. What do you think? So there you have it, my little mixed media piece for Friday, just for fun. And I hope you have a wonderful day and weekend. And I'm going to get off of here because I need to go walk pretty soon with my daughter. And that says, defy everyone and be greatness. And that's what universities are all about, right? Trying to make you be a better version of you, hopefully. Doesn't always work out that way, but you know, that's the thought, to improve your chances in life. So yeah. All right, guys, take care. Have a wonderful day, weekend, whatever, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Hugs, love, and peace. Thank you for watching.